What's up, world? You guys are tuned in to the This and That with Mitch and Matt, plus Blake podcast. You guys are tuned in to episode 12. And as always, I'm Mitch.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Blake.
Guys, listen, this episode of This and That with Mitch and Matt, plus Blake episode is being brought to you by our good friends at Bypass Pond, our number one sponsor. Bypass Pond in Moorhead, Kentucky. They're voted the number one pawn shop and gun store in the region. The good folks there, man, they got you covered with all your firearms, ammo, jewelry, tools, electronics, all your needs, man. Anything you guys need, they got you covered. So you guys that are local here, check out Bypass Pond in Moorhead, Kentucky. Make sure you let them know that Mitch and Matt sent you. You can even tell them Blake sent you if you want. He didn't, but you can tell them that. But we're pretty pumped, man. I know I'm pretty pumped to have him as a sponsor. Those are our proud to say those are our first sponsors that we've got. So I think we're all excited about that. Also, as you boys know, we've let everybody know on Facebook, we've let everybody know on Instagram. We've also partnered up with Strikeforce Energy. Those guys are made in the USA products, veteran owned. The co-founder is a retired Navy SEAL. So automatically, man, I feel like he gets that stamp of badass approval. But you guys can definitely check out Strikeforce Energy. StrikeForceEnergy.com. You guys hit that a little bit. And right there, right where he's at, right there somewhere.
Yeah,
here,
down here.
It'll be here. Anyway, it'll be somewhere. If you guys go to it, though, you can follow the link. It'll take you right out to Strikeforce. You'll get a 20% off your entire order. If it doesn't go straight to it and you have to put in a promo code, that promo code is TNT. Of course, that stands for this and that. But if you follow the link, I think it automatically comes out at checkout, so you get 20% off your entire order. And again, man, you're supporting a veteran-owned company, all products made in America, and just some real badass stuff, man. I don't know if you guys have tried any of the energy drinks yet, but they're good, man. I actually got a sample of like all their flavors. They do shirts, tumblers, they do all kinds of stuff, man. But their energy mixes are what they're known for, and it'll rock, man. Like I was in the gym doing I was benching at least like 110. I was.
That's awesome.
Right.
They do supplements and stuff too.
They do some stuff. Mainly it's the energy. What they do is like the energy drinks, and then they also sell, man, these bottles that look like syrup. They're super big. Let me get up a little bit, about this big. Mm-hmm. And it's just a big thing of energy drinks. They do tumblers, shirts. They do some bars. They do some other stuff, man. It's a cool company, man.
You mix it with water or something?
Yeah. You actually mix it. Their drinks usually let you mix a large amount. So it's good stuff. Definitely check them out. It's StrikeForceEnergy.com. Promo code TNT. Get you 20% off your entire order. And then tell them Mitch, Matt, and Blake sent you over there too. Let them know. But definitely, I think we're all pumped. See Matt's rocking a Bypass Pond shirt. I got a Bypass shirt on. Good folks up here, man, especially if you're local to the area. Blake's got his, I don't know what that says. I made fun of him earlier and said it was a Ricky Bobby shirt. I don't know what that says. First something. What does that say? Let me see that.
First try.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a Braille skateboarding shirt.
He's got like 12 kids. It's because first try, bam, is what happened. So
yeah, no problems there.
You still skate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I seen it the first time. The lady and I went out to eat today. We went to Lexington, Kentucky, and went to a place called Kentucky Native Cafe.
Yeah.
Which would you say Hooters?
Yeah.
Let me tell you a story about Hooters. I'm way too old to go to Hooters. Right, Cowboys. I'm way too old to go to Hooters for boobs, but I will go for their oysters. Literally, the only reason I go. Yes. Yeah, man, they do, and it's good. Like the oysters are better than the boobs, hand down. I mean, you ain't got to work. Look at this guy. Look at him.
So when I turned like 14, maybe my mom took me to Hooters for my birthday.
Yeah, of course she did. I love it.
So I was like just chilling, and she told him it was my birthday, and like these 15 girls just come and just gather around me, and they're like bouncing and clapping. And I was like, this isn't nice.
Yeah. Just like I would do it, but I got man boobs. I'd bounce, and it
was awesome at 14, but it was also like my boner. Like,
Right, yeah, wait. How do I eat my chicken wings with my penis in the table?
you
As long
remember
as you just wear like sweatpants and no underwear underneath, you're probably okay then.
when Matt
Which one
lived
is
in
strip club?
Lexington? There was a strip club over there that a lot of people would go to. A lot of people. And yeah, and there were always people there every time that were trying to wear sweatpants and shit to get lap dances.
Right. You got it all wrong. You're
Get your money
supposed to be wearing some like wearing some basketball shorts. It's much
Umbros.
better feel. Wait.
Yeah.
I just show up in like those like compression pants, like compression like underwear. I just show up like that.
Right.
Berries and some like compression underwear. And I'm just like, want to
Can you imagine the stripper coming over to you like, really? Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh no, I just wore that to dance. I just came to dance. I just want to dance.
Yeah.
I'm here to dance. I'm here to dance.
So there was this girl that worked there, and we actually kind of knew her. I think we went to a party there one time.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That's the one.
I was
I got like super drunk and ate all her cereal and fell down the stairs. Is that the
yeah,
one?
yeah. She
Yeah.
was the mother. She was like a manager at a diamond store or something before that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And anyway, I know that because I was like, well, we know her. I'm gonna get a lap dance from her. Why not?
More awkward than getting a lap dance from like a stranger.
Well, it was awkward because she was just telling me like her whole fucking life story, like a stripper never had before. She was like, I used to work at this jewelry store. I was a manager, and I'm making more money here than I did before. I've got like 3 kids. I'm a single mom, and I'm like, you just shut up, please. Like this isn't doing it.
I didn't pay for this.
So I think everybody's got one of those stories. Back in the heyday, in my younger days, of course, and I was a big Insane Clown Posse fan. So,
Juggalo.
yeah, Juggalo, that's right. So, on the back of my right calf, I have their little record label, a little Hatchet Man on my leg.
Yeah.
So, when I was 19, I'd been to the strip club once, and when I was 18, and half a year later, I went back, and one of the strippers had a hatchet right in that place where all them girls got those Playboy bunny tattoos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a Hatchet Man tattoo there. So instantly, I was just give me, just here it is. Take it all.
We have similar interests, you and I.
Right. Right. You like money. I like boobs. Let's trade them. So I spent about $600 on this same girl.
Mm-hmm.
And as we were closing up shop, because we stayed till it closed, she offered to take us to the Waffle House. So I was like, holy, I'm going to lock this down, man. I done picked up a stripper. Like, I know that's kind of skanky, but hey, it sounds good at the same time. I'm doing it.
Who does that?
So we
That's
go
the bucket list thing. Hey.
Yeah, right. So we go to the Waffle House. She pays for my food. We had to get a room because it's 4 a.m. And I was like, we're just staying right over here.
Now the stripper's paying me.
Right. Yeah. I got half a lap dance back. So I got an omelet with extra sausage, 4 pieces of toast, and OJ and a soda. I made sure I got at least like half of that back.
Yeah.
But so we go. I told her, like, we're going back to the room. Why don't you come back? She was like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I don't have any gas money. I was like, nah, just gave you. That's all right. Pull to the marathon. I'll fill your car up. So she goes marathon. I fill her car up.
He was committed at this point.
I was going for it. So we hit the road and we get off the exit somewhere in Lexington to the hotel, and she's right behind us. And I look over and she just drives by and gives me one of these and just drives right on. And I'm
I mean, think about it. It was a pretty good investment, right? Like, you give her 600, she spends 30 on you, and then you give it back to her by filling up her tank, and then she just fucks off.
So listen, if you're out there, Miss Jolette with the tattoo, who had a little bit of a pot belly and a snaggle toe, because your second toe was definitely a lot bigger than your bigger toe, fuck you, because I was 19 years old and you devastated me. So I hope you can hear this, and I hope you get fucked.
He was brokenhearted.
Right, I was brokenhearted for like at least 6 days over that. Like, I remember being like, man, shit, what did I do wrong? And my buddy was like, everything. You done everything wrong.
Look,
so
did Was it because I chose unleaded instead of premium?
I mean, maybe I thought it was because I had the omelet and extra sausage. I didn't know she see me eat too much. That was me like 400 pounds too. So now knowing what I know, she was never coming home with me no matter what. I was 5 times her size.
This is weird, but it reminded me of a story. I was talking to my brother earlier. We have this friend. We'll call him Phil because his name's Phil. And Phil was kind of a vagabond, right? I don't know if you guys know who I'm talking about, but he backpacked and he hitchhiked a lot. Okay. He was kind of a weird guy, kind of a hippie, and really awkward. And he was with my brother at the mall, and he started kind of chatting up this girl who was maybe like a 7, which was like, for Phil's standards, was up there. And he got her number. And he's like, I got her number. Sweet. He's like, I'll call you tomorrow. Well, I'll be in touch. And then the girl was probably walked like 5 feet away. And he turned to my brother and he's like, I got her number. And he jumped up and did one of those like heel clicks. And when he landed, he shit himself.
What? No way.
When he landed, he shit himself. And the girl was right there. She saw it.
Here's your number back.
Yeah, I'm going to need that number right back. Thank you. Oh.
Like that actually fucking happened.
Oh, that's the worst thing in the world. I feel like to happen in that situation.
Like you shit yourself about jumping and doing one of them fucking 1960s heel click glory, celebration things.
I mean, got your first kiss, heel click, and shit your pants. Yeah, that sucks, man. Phil, you're an idiot. Stop doing shit, Phil.
We, my brother and I also opened up a skate shop for a little bit, and Phil randomly shows up and he's like, I told some friends they could come out and stay in your skate shop for a few days. And I was like, well, thanks, Phil. I'm glad you asked us. And dude, they showed up and they were the worst smelling people I've ever been around in my life. Like, it was so bad. We had to air out the fucking skate shop for a week after they left. And there were 2 girls and a guy. And the girls had the bushiest fucking armpits.
Man, these girls had some bush, dude.
Under their arms.
Fucking bush for days.
They probably did.
Shorts, just.
I mean, if they've got 5-inch armpit hair,
I'm just doing this all the time, just like.
If they've got 5-inch long armpit hair, what do you think the bush looks like? I mean,
yeah.
It's out there, man. I mean, geez, man, people. It's funny. We went to eat today, and there was a girl there that had my girl made a compliment about her thigh or her calves. This girl had some calves, man. Like she'd been running logs up and down hills for all of her life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at those calves, and then I look, and dude, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of old fashioned, man. I don't mean it towards anybody, but I just like my girl to have fairly shaved legs. No, it don't have to be every day. I get that. That sucks. It don't have to be every other day. In the wintertime, you can stop at the knees. You just do the down, just legs below. I know how that goes. You ain't got to do all that because I see it, I shave my arms because of my tattoos, but in the wintertime, I stop right here.
Right.
I don't have any need to wear a cutoff shirt, but this girl, man, was rocking some curlies on her leg. I was amazed.
Some of that.
It looked like Matt's. That's what I pictured. Yeah. But she did have some calves, man. They're impressive.
Stubble or those little fine straight black hairs that they have sometimes. That's okay. But dude legs isn't very cool.
I mean, I'm good, man. If there's a hiatus, if there's a week hiatus or 2 week hiatus, you just don't want to do it. I'm in it for the love, not for your shaved smooth legs. But at some point, if that shit lasts 2 months, we're gonna have to have a sit down talk because, I don't like it. I don't like it. But,
legs don't bother me too much, but armpits, dude, Can't fucking have that. I don't want.
You remember that fad they had where they was like growing out their armpit hair and like dyeing it pink and blue and shit?
Nope.
It was a Miley Cyrus started.
What kind of girls are you fucking around with? That's a dumb fad. We didn't remember that.
Miley Cyrus. She
Really?
like had some pictures of arms up. It was like pink. Like
he's
pink
making that up.
Armpit hair. You can pull it up if you like.
He's making it up. He didn't. It was bullshit.
If a celebrity does it, it's probably fake.
If a celebrity does it, it's probably going to turn into a trend. Everybody's like, oh, she done it, so I'll do it.
Probably glued like troll hair to her armpits or some shit.
Yeah. Miley Cyrus. She's went back and forth a lot, hasn't she? Like, she started out as like Hannah Montana singing like Party in the USA. And then all of a sudden she was like with what's his name?
Cell phone interferes with that interface for some reason.
What's old dude's name? The song that Blur Lines guy. You remember?
Him?
Yeah, you remember that's what they got in trouble for. Remember he got divorced because like he was on MTV like fucking dry humping her and stuff.
His fuck, what was his name?
This guy. Yeah.
We
know about that.
Hair. That's not like long though. I mean, I'd still be like, shave it, fucking get rid of it. But it's not.
What are you doing dyeing that shit?
I thought it was going to be like.
I mean, if you're going to take time to dye it, why not just shave it? You know?
Robin Thicke is that guy's name.
Robin Thicke. That's that guy's name.
His dad is Alan Thicke. You remember the TV show?
Was Alan Thicke.
Was he? Is Alan Thicke dead?
Alan Thicke died, yeah.
Fuck.
God rest his soul.
Was he? It was Step by Step he was on, right?
He was on How I Met Your Mother, right?
Oh, yeah. But you guys are way off. It wasn't Step by Step that Alan Thicke was on.
It was one of those. It was one of those old '90s sitcoms, and he played the dad. But
right, he was
Full House.
No,
not Full House. Growing Pains.
Yep.
Growing Pains. Yeah, he died in 2016. Something. I think he had like a heart attack or big MI through a clot, something like that. But yeah, so Miley started off as partying in USA, Hannah Montana, and then 4 years later, she was like getting dry humped on stage at an MTV show, and like that caused him to get a divorce. Then they sued him because they said he copywrote the song or he infringed on it and shit. Then she started rapping about how many drugs she did.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean, I don't
like she grew up. I'm like, yeah, I guess
Wrecking Ball was in there somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's a perfect description.
She's
now
through it shit back.
She's like singing country music again now or something. Like she's come full circle.
That's because her daddy had that big hit last year with little what's his name, little Nas or little X Nas or Nazi X or something. What's that? One Horse Road or some shit. What was that called?
It was Old Town Road.
Old Town Road. That's that shit. And everybody in Grayson, Kentucky, over in Carter County on that side, thinks that song was wrote about like that little strip of Old Town Road, and it may have been. I don't know.
I doubt it. I think that dude's from like California.
Possible, because Billy Ray was raised up in Flatwoods.
Right, he didn't write that song. He just did the country version of it. Like he just came on and did little Nas or little X Nas, whatever, wrote the song.
He wasn't even a part of it originally. Like the original song didn't have Billy Ray Cyrus at all.
Never mind. Yep.
So then he rose in and he starts singing, and everybody's like, "Oh, Billy Ray wrote that about Grayson, about Flatwoods."
No, Billy Ray is such an expert fucking songwriter, anyway.
Right.
Don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart.
I don't think it can take it anymore. Or some shit. No, funny
That's
story.
not the lyrics at all. My achy breaky heart, can't take it no more.
Don't think take much fucking more. I don't know. So he used to come around here when he was getting big and do these free concerts. Like over in Ashland, he would do all these free shows.
The Paramount.
Yeah.
So he did these outside concerts, and my mom and my grandma were both like just crazy about him. Like, I mean, fucking crazy about him. So we stood in line one day for like 12 hours to see him at a free concert. Mm-hmm. We had pull out, we had lounge. This was 1995.
Yeah.
They didn't have pull out camping chairs. You just had to bring those hard plastic chairs with you.
Yeah.
We brought 3 of those and a cooler because we were going to be there all day. And they opened the gates at like 8 o'clock, and everybody's supposed to run. So I remember my mom running, and I slipped and missed a beat. And dude, she drugged me about 40 or 50 yards. Plastic chairs rolling. She eventually dropped my hand and said, "Hell with it," and left me. Cooler rolled over my neck and back, like ripped my ear off. I mean, nobody cared. It was just all about seeing Billy Ray and them tight ass jeans he had on. And I remember looking at God rest her soul. I love my grandma. Loved my grandma or anything, but I remember looking at her one time and her going. I was like, "Hey, Granny had a stroke. My grandma had a stroke. Somebody do something." No, I noticed everywhere Billy went, she went. And I thought, "You were too old to be like checking out Billy Ray's achy breaky ass." She did. Checked it out for like 7 songs. She's 65 years old at the time, and she was just like, "I'm gonna get a piece of that wherever." She's like Blanche from the Golden Girls.
So I don't
remember the Achy Breaky Heart video. It is like the majority of a video is just a zoom, like camera zoom right on his like tight ass,
Right.
Blue jeans, and it was just like boom. I mean, it was just, it wasn't even like a twerk or nothing. It was just kind of like a.
Oh, we're gonna get to watch it. Okay. Thank God. I'm glad we got to see that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he's right though. That's what
side to side, just a nice little motion.
It's kind of like in the Rickroll video. How Rick Astley he keeps doing that.
Yeah, that's it. That's all. Billy Ray was just like ass. Oh, Billy Ray, man.
Is that the one that you sent to me that they put the boot scoot boogie over it?
No. That was, I don't know what video that. It was like a random rap video, and they put that on there, and it just kind of matched up.
Yeah, it was a perfect matchup.
It's little. I love that we're talking 1993 country music right now.
Yeah.
Like, I also remember seeing Tim McGraw. Y'all remember Tim McGraw? Him singing that damn
Indian Outlaw.
Half Cherokee and Chuck. Well, he used to do those free concerts too, and I'd have to get drugged to those son of a bitches all the time too. So
his baby, she's a Chickasaw.
Gonna eat me a bear claw.
So I don't like country music. When we're younger, you kind of listen to what your parents listen to, right? So when I was like 5, 6, I was really into Travis Tritt.
Yeah,
and I also liked him because at the time I thought he looked like my dad, which he really doesn't. But when I was younger, I thought he did. Anyway, my mom goes to work out on the road, right? And she's like, "I got you Travis Tritt's autograph. I met him at at a truck stop or some shit." And I was like, "Okay, I'm like 17 now. I don't really give a fuck about Travis Tritt, but that's cool." So she brings me this autograph and she gives it to me, and it's like on a fucking notepad paper, and it says, "Blake, you have a hot mama, Travis Tritt." And I'm like, "Fuck you, Travis Tritt."
Travis Tritt has just became my fucking idol. I love like this.
Dude.
Travis Tritt, if you're watching this, I need you to call me right now because we're about to have a fucking beer together. That's the best thing I've heard in days.
But that autograph was for me.
Who got an autograph and gives it to his son? Like, your mom's got a nice ass, boy.
Fucking dickhead.
The principal from Forrest Gump. Your mama really good at school, boy. You know your baby. Don't have to tell me about it, but.
Well, I mean, if we're being fair here, my mama is kind of like the mama from Forrest Gump.
You know that wasn't Travis Tritt she met either. It was some guy named Randy that drove a semi truck, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm Travis Tritt. You're hot. I'll sign a fucking autograph." Get that autograph out.
I would actually. That'd be funnier. Like if that's what happened. I would accept that.
Like, "Mom, that's not Travis Tritt."
I worked with a nurse when I worked in an ER, and she's a huge Kane Brown fan. I mean, huge Kane Brown fan. And she went to a concert, and when she come back, she was like, "Holy shit!" I was like, "Oh, she got to meet Kane Brown." No, she's like, "No, I met his cousin and got my picture took with him." I was like, "Oh," and it's just some dude. Like, you can totally tell he's just some fucking dude that was just like, I'm Kane Brown. And by the way, who gives a shit if you're Kane Brown's cousin? Why do you get a picture with somebody?
Yeah.
Like, she took a picture of this guy, happy as hell, like latched onto him. Kane Brown is not, I don't think he's 100% Caucasian. I don't think he's 100% like anything. He seems to have a few ethnicities. This guy was like Carter County white with like jeans, a white shirt, like a real tree hat on, some Justin boots. You just tell he was just drunk as shit. It was like, I'm Kane Brown's cousin. And she's a smart girl. You know how many people probably took pictures with this guy for whatever reason?
What's up with?
I'm gonna start. We're gonna do an experiment. We're gonna start going to shows together and just saying we're like these lead singers' cousins or nephews or brothers, and just see how many pictures we can take with people.
That can be YouTube uploaded.
What is it about celebrities where people like actually care if you're somebody's fucking cousin? Like, oh, let me take a picture with.
I mean,
I'm not a big, and I say this and I sound so shitty when I say it. I sound like I'm trying not to be this way and then being this way, but celebrities never really have a thing like that I'm drawn to. Like, I don't care really.
Right.
We all know I'm into like horror stuff and horror movies. So I met Kane Hodder that played Jason in 7, 8, 9 and X. And to me, he was just like one of the most badass Jasons there was. So I met him last year.
Mm-hmm.
And I did, man. I might have fanboyed a little bit. I shook his hand. We talked about some stuff, and I tried to be cool, but I'm sure I was just like everybody else, like, oh, I like you, blah, blah. And he signed my Jason mask and shit. But like when people see celebrities out in town or out and like they go somewhere and they run into a celebrity, I don't understand why it's this draw to be like, oh, we got to get our picture took with them and autograph with them and blah, blah. Like, who gives a shit, man? Like, they put their shit on the same way. Like, I had Joey Logano before we all did this together, the NASCAR champion on the podcast, man. I got to meet him a few times and he's cool, dude. Like, it's neat.
I became a beneficiary of that friendship because I got his glasses.
You did
Those ones I stepped on earlier.
Yeah, the ones you fucking stepped on, Blake.
Not no more. But like Joey
on my celebrity glasses.
Joey's down there at the ship. But
was that Dr. Pepper good?
They were in the floor.
Why'd you have it on the floor for?
You don't
know.
No,
you don't have
I was, and I put them on for a minute. And then
love that.
I didn't want them on anymore, so I just took them off and threw them.
And Blake came in.
In the moment, dude. Like, I was not caring at all about those sunglasses.
Right, I get that.
I didn't actually step on them. I was turning and my foot. I was turning and my foot just kind of rolled over top of them, so I didn't actually step on them.
Yeah,
I picked them up and put them up for him. They're not on the floor now.
Yeah,
but what I say, like, I met Joey. He's cool, but like he drives. His job's to drive NASCAR. That's just what he gets paid to do. That's a cool job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why he's a celebrity. But I've been a medic for 12, 13 years. You draw blood. You do some high end tech shit. Like, I bet he can't fuck with any of that. I bet you put Joe Logano on the back of an ambulance and he'll kill 7 people before we get back to town. Like, you put me in a car at 200 miles an hour to make left turns, I'll kill 7 or 8 people before I get back to the pits. I guarantee.
What if you put him in the driver's seat of the ambulance?
And I'm going to kill some people in the back. You put us on a racetrack in ambulances and let Joey drive, and I have to save a life in the back.
That'd work.
Be terrifying.
I could just be like the dude drawing blood for no reason in the back of an ambulance because that's.
I like how easy it looks. So yeah, it's gonna be so easy. You're driving 180 mile an hour, taking nothing but left turns.
Right.
Like,
no,
stop.
So I was talking to my brother
5 times,
and he was talking to some NASCAR people, and the NASCAR people were bitching about the states that are mandating mask wearing. And he was like, guys, for people who are in a sport that's nothing but left turns, you sure don't like this one.
That's a true story. I've seen NASCAR it seems NASCAR has really lost a lot of its fans here lately because I guess from what I read, they banned the Confederate flag. Is that what's happened?
I think I did hear that.
Yeah, you can't wave the Confederate.
Yeah,
so NASCAR pushes all the time about how they're open to all races, but if we're fucking honest, that's a redneck white man sport. It really is. Like,
you ever seen like the videos of people at Talladega? Like there's like compilations of people, not like in the stands, but throughout like the whole weekend, just fucking at Talladega. Right. That's some of the most redneck shit I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm from Olive Hill, fucking Kentucky. Okay.
That's saying a lot. But yeah, like you want to get real with it and talk about it. It is. It's a redneck white man sport. Like there's been a few black guys that have drove, but very few. There's been a couple women. A couple women that drove. And granted, all those are better than me, but it is like NASCAR wants to, push this that they're not, just, an old redneck sport. But yeah, you are. Like, that's what you are. So you just banned like the flag of your sport. Basically. Like I went to Kentucky Speedway a couple years ago, and there were more Confederate flags there. Confederate flag shirts, Confederate flag bikinis, Confederate flag swimming trunks, shoes, doggy harnesses, whatever I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, if NASCAR was a country, their flag would be the Confederate flag, right?
100%, dude. Yeah, and their president would still be Donald Trump, probably, but still,
right.
Yeah,
that's who would be running that country. Just like he was like, we wouldn't find so many positive tests for COVID-19 if we just stopped testing for it. What shit?
You can't argue with that logic, dude. I mean he's not wrong.
It is. It's flawless logic. It really is,
Yeah.
But that's what we're dealing with. I don't want to get on a politic yet, but that's exactly what we're dealing with.
You think about it, though.
That's who needs.
If you were wanting to orchestrate the downfall of American civilization, I think you start out by electing a reality show president, right? Like that's where you start.
It's working.
And then you make everybody stay home for like 3 fucking months. And then you make cops start killing people. And shit hits the fan. Bunch of fucking angry shut-ins.
I mean, yeah, everybody's just angry already. I don't know how many people aren't divorced. Everybody's pissed off now. You're right, though. Like, just you've caused all kinds of shit, and then you let people who's been cooped up for 3 months loose with an agenda. They're gonna fuck shit up, man.
Yeah,
I love how
and
the
they
media,
did.
Though, they're whenever some of these states were starting to do like wide opens, like you can go to a beach, keep your distance, kind of a thing,
right?
And it was throwing a fit because like a few people went to the beach and was kind of like, I mean, there might have been some that weren't 6 feet apart or whatever.
Right.
But then a lot of these protests and riots start breaking out. And, we have an uptick of COVID-19. And this was like 3 days later. They're like, no, it wasn't because of that. It was because of these states that opened 3 days ago. Like, it's 3 days. It's got an incubation period of 14 days.
Yeah.
Like, it's obviously mobs of people together in the street.
I've seen people on my Facebook here today and yesterday being like, hey, what do y'all think about going to Myrtle Beach? Should we go? Should we not go? That's a dumbass fucking question.
I would say not. Yeah. Myrtle Beach is in bad shape right now. Like
Myrtle Beach is shit anyway.
It is. It's a shitty beach.
So now you're going to go there with a bunch of fucking COVID-19 infected fucking people on a shit ass beach. At least if you're going to get it, go somewhere nice and get it. So go to Mexico. Like, go to the Gulf Shores. Right.
Me and Matt
I got family in Destin. Then I can't go there. Don't go to Destin. If you got COVID, go to Myrtle Beach and just stay there. It's fine. Fuck it.
Go blend in with the rest of it.
Right. Everybody's got COVID-19. Report to Myrtle Beach. Stay there. That's your beach now. You own it. See you later.
But no, I was talking to Matt last night, and that's like the same thing I said. You've got, and you see people, especially in Olive Hill, posting like all day, every day about how you can't make me wear a mask, right? This and that. And my thing,
with Mitch, Matt plus Blake.
My thing is, if you're in a place like Myrtle Beach where it's bad, just wear the fucking mask. Like,
Like,
I guess my thing about a mask, man, is just like, if you're gonna go down there and waller around in the sand with a bunch of other fucking people with COVID-19, put a mask on.
yeah,
You probably wear a mask anyway because, again, it's not for you; it's probably for somebody else. So just wear the fucking mask.
Yeah,
like just wear the mask.
If you wear a mask in your own car, you are a moron.
yeah.
Like,
no, also, and if you wear it like this.
Yeah,
you might as well just start wearing your underwear with your dick pulled over the top of the waistband every day because that's what you're fucking doing. Like, you're an idiot.
Did so many people do that?
Vertical. Like, I don't know how the hell they got. I didn't even know that was possible with those surgical masks, but they set it up vertical. Like, I mean, you could breathe through the sides of your mouth.
I've seen that where people put the ear straps over their head.
Yeah, like it's a respirator.
I don't know how they found it.
I've seen people do that.
Ear strap down here, ear strap down here, but yet somehow they got to go right like that.
You can tell whatever story you want, but it is not going to beat the fact that the other day at the Walmart in Blakestown, I watched a woman walking in front of me, Walmart, who was like, I don't have no fucking mask. I watched her reach in, unsnap her bra, pulled out one end, put the cup right here, stretch it over her head, and had her husband tuck it in the back of her shirt.
What?
I just turned around back to my car. I didn't even go in. I said, I'm done. I'm not going in. She pulled it out one sleeve. And dude, it was like 90 degrees that day. Can you imagine the yeasty smell of that?
Oh, man.
Because if you're using a bra for a mask, you're probably not like top tier. So she pulls it out of her sleeve and just cups it like this, pulls it over her head, and has her husband, Ray, with the Confederate flag ball shorts on, tuck it down the back of her shirt so it'll stay in there.
Yeah.
I left. I was just like, I don't want any part of what's happening in this Walmart. I'm leaving.
No.
When this all first started, I was at Walmart in my town, and I saw a dude walk up with his kid, and they had their like long sleeve shirts, and they were just like this with the sleeves. And they were like, "Where's the bandanas?" And he went down the aisle and found an American flag bandana and got two of them. I was like, dude, they're selling masks at the pharmacy like 2 minutes down the road.
It's like when things happen, people get just ridiculously dumb, man. We went and ate today. I was saying in the Kentucky Native Cafe. So I don't know if you boys are right there. But it's inside of a big greenhouse in Lexington. There's a florist shop and a greenhouse. So you literally walk through this greenhouse and it opens up to a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And their requirement was at the table, you can do what you want. You wear your mask, don't wear it, put it in your pocket, put it on somebody else, throw it down. But when you order food, have the mask on. Like, this is their restaurant. You know, that's what they say they require.
Yeah.
I've never seen more people bitching and leaving because of that. Like, when you come down through the greenhouse, before you ever get to the restaurant, like 50 yards from the restaurant, there's a sign that says mask required past this point.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's simple enough. It says mask required past this point, meaning put that fucking mask on if you cross this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking
so these
communism.
Right. That's exactly. Everybody's like, I ain't wearing no mask. So people walk past that and they get up to the line, and the lady will be like, please put a mask on before you order. And people getting pissed off and leaving.
Like, at least they weren't killing the waiters.
I mean, it's their restaurant. If they say we only serve people in blue shirts, that's their choice.
Yeah.
They'll do what they want to do. But they've already told you 100 yards back, put a mask on. They told you on Facebook, if you want to order, put a mask on. So if you show up and are pissed off, you are one of the dumbest son of a bitches that I've met today. And like, I watched probably 8 people do this.
Yeah.
And then just huff and puff as they walked off, just grumbling. I ain't gonna, fuck America ain't gonna wear no mask. Ain't gonna make me, Donald Trump don't wear no mask. I ain't wearing no mask in this cafe. And just wandered off.
Donald Trump does wear a mask, though. He just doesn't on TV.
Right. You know.
Lexington and Louisville's like the 2 worst places in Kentucky for COVID. So like, those are places where I would probably wear the mask. In more rural areas like where we live, it's not that important. Right. Like it's
no
fucking whatever. The cases that we do have are from travel. So it's not from people
I still wear my mask if I need. I know this. Me and this guy up here in the corner, we went to Walmart today. I didn't wear a mask, but typically I do.
Yeah.
Just because it's not a hard thing to do.
No.
They're not asking me to like do 75 push-ups in the aisle or like run a marathon. Just put a mask on your face while you shop and then take it off when you go back outside. Like that's it. Like,
I do see people like running and skating with masks on though, and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's like Matt saying about him running in a car. That's dumb as shit.
Are you trying to die? Like, is that what you're doing?
Like, somebody going to skate like 6 feet away from you and just breathe in your face the whole time.
Like the slowest suicide.
Just staring at it.
Yeah, man, I hate those cloth masks though. Like, and it seems redundant. I mean, you can breathe straight through those. The surgical mask actually help a little.
Yeah, I think it's got a lot to do with touching your face, and it keeps you from doing that, though. I think
they said the cloth masks are like something like 58% effective at stopping particles or particulates. So
that makes
it does something. It's better than nothing, but it's not. Right. It's not like an N95 mask.
Right. The only reason they recommended them was because there was a shortage of the surgicals.
Yeah.
And they wanted the hospitals to have them.
And they fucking lied too. No. They're like, those, if you don't have COVID, those masks don't do anything. It's like, bullshit, they don't. Like, you're so full of shit. They're just.
Like I said, if you don't have AIDS, that condom won't do nothing for you.
Right. Yeah. It's fucking stupid. It's so many people were like repeating that. They're like, oh, well, the CDC said if you don't have COVID, the mask doesn't do anything. It's like, you're a moron.
Yeah, you're dumb. Hey, boys, I know it's getting this night. What's up? Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying, I know that the WHO came out, one of their spokespeople, they were saying that the
who?
WHO. Yeah.
Who? Who?
Yeah. Yes, fucking with me. All right, anyway, they were saying that asymptomatic transmission was actually really difficult, and we were told that asymptomatic people were passing it left and right.
Mm-hmm.
But so I mean, it's just hard to like know what to believe. I mean, I know they got new stuff coming out all the time, and then the WHO also said that it wasn't transmissible through human to human back in the beginning. So I don't really know what to think of WHO. I mean,
a lot of people got pissed about that though, and they ran that shit back.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't know. Maybe.
It could be. I don't know.
Who knows what's going on?
Hey, but China wouldn't let them come in and do an investigation. I still don't think they're allowed in there.
Anybody surprised by that?
No, not at all. Like, why would you? You're responsible.
Didn't they?
I think they blamed it on a bat, and that was it. Just like it was a bat. We're sorry.
No, they didn't. They fucking eventually. China eventually was like, no, we don't think it started here. We think American tourists brought it here.
Right.
Like they came back and said that shit. And it's like.
Then at one time I heard something about Canada. Like they just started picking on Canada. It was like, oh, it was a Canadian tourist. Canadians don't mess with anybody. Like you imagine how sad Canada would be if it was their fault.
Right. Yeah, they'd be very sad.
They would be so apologetic too. They'd be so apologetic.
You remember that other one they did whenever they was trying to say like it was a American military coup or what? Not a coup, but like a plant. Like the American military released it in China and blamed it on China.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But on the other side of that, like I've seen people on my Facebook who were like, China created this virus and infected half of their country with it so they could attack America. It's I don't think that's how that works, man.
Yeah. Like we're going to destroy our economy so we can hurt America a little bit.
Right.
But we're going to decimate our economy and get the entire world pissed off at us so we can take America from like 100% to about 70.
That guy.
And then once it's over, they'll just go right back to where it was. But
the guy that posted that, actually, my daughter had him on her Facebook. And I made her delete him because he posts like some dumb like it's not even like extreme right shit. Like it's just dumb shit. And my daughter is super left because she's a teenager. And
they all are, man.
She would fight with that guy.
My boy, but
she'd fight with that dude, and it was just like, just stop. It's fucking pointless. He's a moron.
You're not gonna get anywhere with him,
right? Like you're just inexperienced. He's an idiot. Like you're not. You can't win. You can't win the stupid match. Like you're not gonna win that one. Well, with that guy,
he's the winner. He's the champion.
Right.
He is the hands down idiot king. Just let him have it. Fuck it. Just forget it.
I'm doing my best to raise a house full of libertarians here. I'm doing my best. So far, everybody just don't want anybody to like take their money and ban their stuff. That's basically.
I like. If y'all watched the last episode, I like that KD was kind of had the mentality that he's a free agent every year.
Yeah,
I've been a registered independent since I registered to vote, but I feel the same way, man. Like party voting, like I'll vote. You give me a reason to vote for you, and I'll vote for you. I'm not voting for you because you're a Democrat and I'm a registered Democrat, or I'm a registered Republican and you're a Republican. If you got dumbass ideas, I'm not voting for you.
Yeah.
Like, win me over. You should have to win me over every year and tell me why we should have to vote for you. Not just like, oh, well, I'm a Democrat. I'm going to vote a straight ticket of Democrat. That's dumb as shit. You're a waste. Stop voting.
Right. Yeah. I like KD in general, though. Like, KD was awesome.
KD, man, I enjoyed that interview. That was a nice interview, man. And KD had some real good shit to say. And I hope we can get him back on hopefully soon, man, and maybe talk some more shit.
I like his whole mentality. Like a lot of the people, not like so much the peaceful protesters, but a lot of the rioters and a lot of the media in general have like this demand list almost. They want like total compliance for everything they want. And he's just not like that. Like he wants to meet in the middle and do things that make sense and have conversations. And that's just
And that's what I like about him, man. Is he didn't just jump on this bandwagon. And most people, I think, see him and they see the fact that he's black. They see the fact he likes guns, and they automatically think he is just like, for whatever that involves being black and black culture and Black Lives Matter. And he's about common sense. He is about civil justice, and he's about equality, 100%. But he's also not an idiot. He's a very smart man.
Yeah,
who just knows there has to be a meeting of everybody at some point, and not just fucking complete chaos. And so man, he's by far one of my favorite dudes. He was a fun interview. He's a fun guy to talk to. So I hope we get him back soon and kind of bullshit with him, man.
He's the kind of guy that needs a platform right now. Like really,
100%. Yeah, he needs to come back on. We'll give it to him, man. Listen, I know we got to cut out soon. I do want to let everybody know again. We need a nice little strip here when I roll into my ad roll here, but you got to check out strikeforceenergy.com. Our links are followed up. It should be on our website, on our Facebook, Twitters, Instagrams, all of that. If you make it over there, it is code TNT. Will be 20% off your entire order at strikeforceenergy.com. Also, if you're local to the area, check out our sponsors at Bypass Pond in Moorhead, Kentucky. There it is on Matt's shirt, my shirt. These guys and girls were voted #1 pawn shop and gun store in the region. They got you covered whatever you need, whether it's firearms, tools, electronics, outdoor supplies. They got weed eaters, lawnmowers. They got motorcycles, whatever you want. They've got it. Check them out. Let them know that mention Matt and Blake sent you over.
They got guns, guys.
There you go. They'll hook you up what you need. They'll take good care of you. Guys, I don't know. I know it's late in the morning. I don't know what you guys got to say. Anything else going on with you guys? I know we've got a big announcement that will probably come out tomorrow about a future guest we've got coming on next weekend.
Well, it'll probably be tomorrow, but it'll probably already be announced by the time they see this video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're time traveling.
If you've seen this video, then we've already announced it and you're way behind. But so we do have some big guests coming up. Hope everybody stays. Everybody's enjoying it, I hope. We're getting better. Everything's doing good. Officially sponsored now. I think that's a big deal.
Love it, man.
So that allows us to, and I know people have asked me a lot about what sponsorship for podcast or videocast means. And man, what it means is better equipment. Sometimes a lot of guests, man, if we want guests on the show, they don't come for free. Exactly. They want money. But basically for us, it means upgrading equipment, getting better equipment, better things like that. So
you notice the different backgrounds,
right?
The different backgrounds. Everybody's got a mic in front of their face. Everybody's got headphones on. That's what it does.
Right. And it's also about helping out, man. So we love to support small local business, especially in our area. So anytime we can partner up with people, especially people like Bypass Pond and Moorhead, we'll help those guys out. They'll help us out. And then we're a huge fan of veteran-owned companies, made-in-America companies. So partnering up with Strike Force Energy was an awesome deal. So make sure you check them out. Follow the links on our pages or just go to strikeforceenergy.com and at checkout enter code TNT. Get you some energy beverage, energy drinks, tumblers, shirts, whatever else you need.
Does that come give them a discount as well?
I think it's the whole order, right?
Yeah. Did I stutter? What happened? What happened to you, Matt? What happened?
I probably just wasn't listening. I'm sorry.
It's 20% off the whole order.
Oh, the entire order.
Okay.
The entire order, Matt. But in TNT.
I've been drinking. I'm sorry. Go on.
What's going on? He'll get on there tonight and order $300 worth of shit and forget to put the code in, and he'll bitch at me tomorrow.
What about 20%, Mitch?
Yes. So you go if you follow. The thing is, if you follow the link that we post. Usually we'll add it for you, automatically add it at checkout. But if it don't, once you get through the checkout page, as you're going through, there'll be a code that says discount code, and you just type in TNT, and it takes 20% off your entire order. So
yes,
it's definitely worth checking out, especially if you're working out, if you're trying to get in better shape, or if you're just trying to like get through your day, man. Because there's a lot of days I wake up and I'm just exhausted, and tomorrow's gonna be one of them. Considering it's almost 1:30 in the morning, I'm 35 years old. And I'm going to be in bed in a minute and wake up in the morning like I've been on a 4-day binge. So, you know. But anything you guys got to say, man, let's get it out. I think I'm good. I've rattled enough.
No, just thanks for the support on YouTube. It's been great. Like it's been coming along. Everybody's kind of hearing the call to action. They're going and subscribing, liking the videos. There's comments. Keep going. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think we enjoyed this. I know personally, as me and Matt as I first started this by myself, it was all just audio. Then me and Matt did just audio, and then Blake showed up and really upped the game a lot. We do video and
here
brought us together in these squares.
Yeah. But you'll see a layout as well.
The Fish Tank podcast.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fish view, like I wish that was what we all looked like, but he did. I mean, it's nice, man. I'm a big video fan. I think this helps out. People get to see us, people get to hear us, and put faces with voices and all that. So,
right.
I know it's hard to watch this and drive down the road, so we still do upload to all the major podcast platforms.
I got you.
Buzzsprout, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Castbox. That's all because of Matt. All the video stuff probably is all because of Blake. All the nonsense and shit that don't get done is because of me. So, hey, that's what we do. We all have equal parts. Sorry.
The sponsors and stuff is because of you.
Yeah,
you do great shit.
I bullshit.
You do all the talking to people that,
right?
Like, we're just tech guys. You do all the stuff with words with people.
Like, yeah, dude, I fucking hate people. I mean, you guys are okay, but...
Everybody's like, fuck this guy. I'm watching a podcast and he hates people. Done. All right, we do, but we're gonna have some big guests in the future. I know as you guys see this, we'll probably already announce some big guests, but there'll be more coming. We're in talks with a few different folks that I think are gonna get some people excited about. Definitely got me excited about it. So, and we're doing it, man. Don't give up on us. As I always say, we're getting better every day. I think we do. Each podcast gets better and better and better. And we're rolling this out of our own pockets. Getting sponsored by Bypass Pond in Moorhead, Kentucky was a huge deal for us. Having those guys believe in us and support us and help us out, that was great. Getting partnered up with Strike Force Energy was a dream, man. I've talked to those guys, so we're hoping to push that stuff and them help us out as well. But the more support we get on all the podcast platforms and the YouTube, the better we'll get, and the more content we'll bring, the better guests we'll bring, and the more of this crazy shit we'll bring.
Yeah. No matter the sponsors, we need you guys. Like that's what matters.
Yeah, sponsors are what matters. We need fans. We need people watching videos and subscribing. We made this work for months without sponsors, and we can still do it if we have to. So what matters is people watching and enjoying it. So
absolutely. Like we got into this because it's just something we like doing. We enjoy doing it.
yeah.
Even if we didn't have sponsors, we would be right here doing this exact same thing on
Just for our moms. We'd be like, Mom, if you watch the podcast, we would have 3-4 viewers. It'd be our parents, and we'd be like, "How people's watching?"
Yeah.
So it's nice to get on and see people that watch and pay attention, and we appreciate that more than you will ever know.
Yes.
I think about it every night when I lay down every night, man, and I wake up and I look at YouTube and see there's a new subscriber, or I see somebody else has watched the video, and I just get happy as hell, man. If it's one person, if it's 8 people, we appreciate each one and every one of you all. I swear we do. So keep it up, man. Share, post, share stuff, talk to us. If you want to hear a guest or see a guest, don't be shy. Send us a message, comment on Facebook, call Matt, whatever. I'll put his number in the comments. Call him anytime after midnight, Monday through Thursday.
What the fuck, dude? I got to fucking work, dude.
Let me get his number real quick.
Put his number up there and just call him.
What are you guys doing? Don't you put this evil on me?
If you guys are good, I'm out. I'm done. I'm old. It's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to bed.
It is officially Father's Day, so to all fathers out there, Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Hey, to you too, Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, buddy.
I think you guys are both great fathers and very appreciative of what you do. You raise some good kids, so Happy Father's Day to you guys.
That's questionable, but thank you.
Well, we'll find out in here. We'll find out as we go.
Love them.
You gotta love them. We were the same way we were that age.
Right.
One right is like questioning everything. Like, he'll like ask me like 8 questions in like 10 seconds. Like
I was with you today when he wanted to know why you called me dude. And
yeah.
he asked 30. He was like, "Why you call him dude? Why you call him dude?" Matt was like, "It's just a name." And he's like, "Why?" And I was like, "Oh, not the Y phase."
Yeah, he's in the Y phase.
No.
And if you call him something that's not Oliver, you remember when we called him cowboy earlier? He's like, "I'm not a cowboy."
I walked in the house and he was on the couch here at my house, and I was like, "What's up, cowboy?" And he went, "I'm not a cowboy." And I was like, "I know, I just told you." "No, I'm not a cowboy." And I was like, "Oh, my bad, homie.
Yeah.
I'm not a homie." I was like, "All right, man. I'm
not your buddy, friend."
You guys didn't hear that little clip when I was trying to record like vocals and guitar, and he kept asking me like, "Why'd you say monster? Why'd you say monster?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. So, in closing, I'll say one more thing on my side. I know I talk a lot, but check them out. Morehead, Kentucky, Bypass Pond, Strike Force Energy. Subscribe to our content and the YouTube channel. Watch the stuff. Enjoy it, I hope. If you have any questions, want to see somebody, let us know. Make sure you follow the audio only or listen to that stuff. I don't guess you follow. I guess you subscribe to that, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You subscribe to it. And whenever something new, it notifies you.
Everything we do here, Matt actually cuts the audio out, and that ends up being what you hear on Apple and Google and Castbox and Spotify and Stitcher, all that. Polishes it up, waxes on, waxes off. Then all the video.
This will be better because we all got like proper equipment, but
right. And all the audio stuff you see, I think mostly is Blake. I'm sure Matt pitches in on that too, and I just kind of hang out over here and wait for the okay to do something dumb. So again, we're very appreciative. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the support thus far. You guys I think we're just getting started. We've all got big hopes for this, and I don't know, man. I feel like we're going to do it. So I'm all in, and I know you boys are too. So
absolutely, love it.
But tonight I'm all in bed. So
thanks, guys.
So, appreciate it.
All right.